It's England time, everybody. England versus Senegal in the round of 16 in the 2022 World Cup is on its way in about 15 minutes or so. The game is going to be kicking off. The tension, I can already feel it. A big, big match feel here. The nerves will start to kick in. It's knockout football. Can the Three Lions find their way towards a quarter final, which we now know will be against the French? Kylian Mbappe, absolutely brilliant earlier on today against Poland. France winning 3-1. That would be the opponent for whoever wins this round of 16 game between England and Senegal. Say hello in the chat, get in the comments, and of course, hit that like button nice and early in the show. See if we can get as many people on this stream as we can. You help doing that by hitting the like button and get me your pre-game predictions in. A tricky opponent here in Senegal. No, they're not France, which would be next for either of these two teams, but they are the African champions. Are they not? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What's up? Yeah, I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. Evening, yeah, breathe there. It's probably a good idea. Evening, Joe. Score prediction 4-1, Eugene. I'll take it. MG, welcome. Paul, don't panic. Keep calm. It's in the back. Fingers crossed. Welcome, Peckham Poet, Tom, Plucky, Vindaloo, Mike's in the pub. That's one way to get through tonight, isn't it? 1-1 for Mr. E. That's a good point. Someone's brought that up already. Could be extra time tonight. Could be penalties. And I believe that would be the first time in the tournament, wouldn't it, that we would be going to extra time if we do. We will see what goes down. Keep those predictions coming in pre-game. Let me know how you are feeling. Let me read a couple more out. There's a couple coming in. 3-1 England, 3-1 England. Illyman's going to run riot. Couple of familiar players in there. Mark, welcome. Well, we've got some people who are a lot more confident than me. I'll drink it in. I'll drink in your confidence. Is it coming through my coffee cup here? Right, let's have a look at the teams then, guys, and we'll get your take. Let me know, as ever, who are you looking forward to watching? Remember, as always, with England selections, let's try and keep it calm, because the outrage does get a little bit hot sometimes when it comes to whichever England team is picked, quite frankly. In goal, Jordan Pickford of Everton. It's a familiar look for England, you have to say. Left back, Luke Shaw, Manchester United. Right back, Kyle Walker, Manchester City. And his teammate inside him, John Stones. Partners, Harry Maguire. So Manchester City, right side of the England defence, and a Manchester United left side there. Footmob have put this up as a 4-3-3. It might end up looking more 4-2-3-1. We will find out. But we certainly think that Declan Rice will sit there, the West Ham central midfielder, with Jordan Henderson. Possibly Jude Bellingham as an 8, more central than Footmob have got him, the 19-year-old Borussia Dortmund star. Up the front, of course, is the captain, Harry Kane of Spurs. And Phil Foden maintains his place. Footmob have got him down the left. Remember, he played both sides, and our wide men can swap sides. And it is the return of Bukayo Saka. He returns. He scored twice, didn't he, in the first game. Saka is in. Rashford, who has got 3 goals, is on the bench. Remember, 5 substitutes. Remember, potentially 120 minutes. It's not all about the starting lineups. Let me know what you think of the England team, who you're looking forward to seeing on the bench. Wilson, Grealish, Rashford, Gallagher, Maddison, Phillips, Mount, Cody, Dyer, Trippier, Trent, Ramsdale, Pope. And as you can see down the bottom, Sterling is not around. A family issue, says Gareth Southgate. We will obviously pry no more, speculate none on that, and wish Raheem Sterling well with whatever is going on there. He is not here, even on the bench tonight. Let's have a look. We've got some more predictions coming in. Let me know about that England lineup, what you think. 2-0 England, 2-0 England, 1-0 England. England in extra time. Oh, please no extra time. Welcome, Matthew. 3-2, does that mean to Senegal, I think? Saka hat-trick, I'll take it. David, you're very, very welcome. Paul, I don't understand the question. That's a name and lots of question marks. My nerves have been slightly soothed, slightly because the prize for the winners is probably just, well, we'll move on to that next. Remember Cameroon 1990? I do. Yeah, it was 3-2 in the end. A couple of penalties as well. Evening all. No problems with that team. No, I'm fine with the team here. England win on penalties. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Senegal team isn't as good as I thought on paper. We'll come to them in a second. Plucky. I'm happy with the lineup. Wouldn't have done much differently. No, I agree. Come on, England 3-1. Who do you think score for England? Well, I'll get on to my thoughts. I remember Henderson's the biggest mouth on the pitch. Very much so. I assume Mark's saying in a good way. There, England keep a clean sheet in this game after seeing Senegal team. Iliman, he is in there. I want Senegal to win because they are a poor country. There we go. Enjoy. Southgate is so defensive. Not sure that holds up in the 3 games of this tournament, but certainly the reputation, rightly or wrongly, he has. Right. Should we have a look? Let me just drink the last bit of my coffee. Let's have a look at this Senegal team. Couple of Chelsea players, couple of championship players as well. In goal for the Senegalese, bit of a star keeper, to be fair, which is never a good ingredient if you're trying to progress through. Edouard Mendy of Chelsea will all be familiar with. Youssouf Sabaly of Real Betis is the right back. Ismaila Jacobs of Monaco is the left back. You're going to see lots of high caliber clubs represented here. Abdou Diallo is left centre back, and there's the captain, another Chelsea player there, good player as well. Kalidou Koulibaly, who scored in the previous game. Footmob are telling us a double pivot. So Pathé Ciss of Vallecano alongside Nampalys Mendy of Leicester City, another Premier League player. Front right, we think Diatta of Monaco, teammate of Jacobs. Iliman Ndiaye of Sheffield United, who I'm sure lots of you will have seen play in the flesh. We know all about him. And we also know all about Ismaila Sarr, a player who at championship level can decide a game on his own in the space of about 5 minutes. If he's at it, can he do it at World Cup international level against England? Up top, Boulaye Dia, the number 9. Let me know, other than Sarr and Ndiaye, because we all know about them, who you're looking forward to seeing in that Senegalese 11. On the bench, Dieng, Jeju, formerly, of course, of Bristol City. Jackson, another Ndiaye. Name, Gueye, Sarr. Barlow, Mendy, another Ndiaye. Cisse, Gomez, Dieng. Idrissa Gueye is suspended. Is that Cheick Kouyaté at the bottom? I think that's Nottingham Forest Cheick Kouyaté, isn't it? I could be wrong. Right. Any more comments? ITV curse. You know my thoughts on curses. Don't be so silly. We'll be all right. Hi, everyone. Good to be back here. Welcome, Leigh. I think Harry Kane will break his duck for England in this World Cup. We hope so. Some will still complain about Southgate if we win. Of course they will. Yeah, you're just going to zone it out in the end because it just gets pointless in the end, doesn't it? Peter, welcome to Edouard Mendy. Has been shocking recently for club and country. Well, there you go. I'm sure he'll take great delight in playing a worldie. Forget the football. I think Southgate comes across as a decent human being. He very much does, doesn't he? And you have to say, England used to be an absolute clown show, didn't it? With all the stuff that would go on with the managers and, you know, shock sackings and scandals and all of that stuff. And it's just not been the case recently. I think Kane scored for Tottenham against Mendy of Chelsea. And there you go, up the Famara. So, right, let me get your brackets up for you. So have a look up the top there. We've already had Netherlands and Argentina going through. We're now in the bottom half of the draw. We continue in the bottom half of the draw tomorrow. Let me just move that ticker off the bottom there. So France are through. The winner of this game will play the French. And we will either have Morocco or Spain or Portugal or Switzerland joining the party as the England players sing the national anthem. Not God Save the Queen, as it has been all my life. God Save the King nowadays, since the tragic passing of our head of state very recently. We'll change the ticker for a second. It'll say like and subscribe. Make sure you do that. You can also come and join us over on Patreon. Great bunch, a couple of them in the chat. We've already seen. We catch up for a roundtable chat as well. You can chew the fat with me every month. Come and join our Discord, our WhatsApp group, all of that good stuff. There, we'll go back to that ticker, and we will put up here on the screen here, England 0, Senegal 0, as we are just looking at it's quite a magnificent flag, isn't it? With the green star in the middle, the green, yellow, and red, that sort of African vibe to it. Just the imagery is just fantastic. And there are the Senegalese players lining up for many of them. This will be the biggest, most highest profile game of their career. We do have a few Champions League dwellers in here who may not be thinking this is the biggest game of their career, but certainly for their country, it is a massive one. Welcome, Liam. Tom, so glad we can watch. Yeah, great stuff. And it's really flattering, like Tom says, people turn off the commentary and put us on and get in the chat. And, it's great. We really, really like it. Whoever wins, I'm claiming it for Blades. Absolutely, Lee. And all fans of all club sides will be doing exactly the same. So you're in good company there, my friend. Southgate is the second most successful England manager. Yeah, exactly. Yes, indeed. Larry Hettinger. Remember Johnny Heitinger? He used to play for Everton or something. The Dutch central midfielder. May the best team win. There you go. Very well said. Right. We are going to the turbo break on Sky. I've made a bit of a faux pas here. I thought I'll try and press mute on the TV instead of turning the sound down. Because when I turn the sound down, as you're about to see, it messes with my lights. So I am going to do that. I'm going to light up very brightly. Press that button. Do we look all right? Should we go up one? How's that looking? Let me know if that's too bright for you. Should all be okay. As long as you can hear what I'm saying and you can get in that chat. It doesn't really matter what I look like. The important thing is the football and your comments in the chat. Keep that turning over. Keep the insight here. I love it at the moment. It is, maybe it's because we got through the groups and scored a fair amount of goals and lots of players have played well and all the selection clamours have gone. But nice and positive in the chat. I'm not seeing the negativity you often get around England, which is excellent. Do appreciate your positivity. Nerves are starting to kick in. Yeah, I think as soon as we get going, mine will really get kicking in. My eyes don't adjust well. I think that's just my face, isn't it, Annie? No one wants to see that for vast lengths of time. So you are saints. Criticism of Southgate is clickbait guff. Some of it is, isn't it? Some of it is just, I think the emotions of following England. I genuinely think, and I include myself in it, I think us football fans who support club football don't really understand international football in the way we understand club football. And there are such big differences as well. So I think there's just a lot of that. If you say it's coming home, it's coming home. That's me quoting that comment there rather than anything there. Graham Rogers, Poland were very unlucky. Yeah, it's one of those for Poland, wasn't it? I kind of had it on in the background. We're actually finger painting with Enid. If you see any paint on my hands, that'll be why I'm covered in paint. But we've got the nice kiddie stuff that's washable off. But I did have it kind of on in the background, trying to be a good dad and not watching the football. But I did hear the commentary say that the goal at the end of the first half came against the run of play, and Poland had played very nicely. Tom, do you think it's England's last game in the tournament, no matter what stage is lost? I don't know. I've got no aversion to him staying on, I have to say. But I don't know. I think possibly it might be. Who knows? I put my Polish passport in the drawer. Away it goes. What did he do? Absolute masterpiece painted. And if you follow Shaylee on Instagram, I'm sure it will go up. It's more Jackson Pollock than anything else, I think. But there you go. Come on, England. Absolutely. Right. Here we go, guys. It's England time. Watch the TV producer, don't watch the ref. He's given the thumb up. And away we go in the second phase of the World Cup. Only comes around every 4 years. I know we've had 2 tournaments very close together here, but enjoy it while it's here, even though it's going to be blooming nerve-wracking, isn't it? On the screen here, then Senegal from the hard camera kicking to the left as Declan Rice has to go home early and Jordan Pickford boots that one clear. Remember, as ever, I'm on the dish here, ITV1 HD. So if you're watching on the ITV hub or by any Wi-Fi or smart TV, means you might be a little bit behind. But do remember the chat will still be in real time if you're trying to avoid spoilers. It's crunch time. Oh, yes, it is. Crunch time for Southgate. Crunch time for the English. It's knockout football. We'll get into it in just a sec. We'll give you a timestamp. Be at 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Sync. Get yourself lined up, and we will try and get a feel for how this game is going to start here. Down the left-hand side is Bellingham. Koulibaly, gets a foot in there, and it's out for a throw-in. Here is John Stones. Pickford gives it back to Stones. I'm all for England getting a feel of the ball early, but remember we do need to see England penetrating with the passing, particularly from centre-back to full-back into central midfield. That possession needs to be sprightly, doesn't it? And there's been times in the tournament it hasn't been, but the defence has held up in the last 2 games, hasn't it? 2 straight clean sheets for the 3 Lions. Bellingham comes short to get that off Maguire. Up the line it goes. Shaw into the channel looking for Foden. A nice easy cutout there for Sabali. Knocks it inside to Koulibaly. Diallo steps out from centre half. Switches the play. Decent enough ball. That, and Senegal now having their little moment of just keeping hold of the ball. A lot of feeling out of each other. That's poor, though. And Jordan Henderson's won it high up from Mendy of Leicester, who's done really well there. Henderson just snuck in there, leading the press there. Nicked it off Mendy. And it's going to be a throw-in to England. Get them 10, 15 metres up the pitch as well. Useful little press there by Henderson of Liverpool. Kane round the corner. Here is Henderson again. Tries to slip it down the line for Foden. It's too much on it. Good start from Henderson, personally. It's a goal kick to Senegal. 3 minutes gone. All fairly nondescript. Nothing in it so far. Neither side has done anything to suggest they're the better side. A short goal kick from the Senegalese. Out it goes to Jacobs. Ping down the line. Really poor that. Straight the way through to Pickford. A Senegal side without Mane. That is a good point. We haven't mentioned Sadio Mane. He's not here. And he's not been here all World Cup. Certainly, yeah, that would have been a fly in the ointment, wouldn't it? But, they're trying to play in. Oh, goodness me. Dia up top there really looked to have the England defence turned there. Maguire and Stones. Maguire gets back, but Maguire gets outrun and Stones kind of comes across to cover him and just Dia beats him very, very easily there. I think the number 9 there is going to have a fair bit of confidence from that little run. And remember, England are quite high and quite open, aren't they? If that early ball does go through and they can get Boula Dia, can get the centre halves on the turn, looks like a good route for Senegal there. Let's not give away a penalty today. We did in the Iran game, didn't we? Senegal resolute in AFCON in most of the stages. Let's see what they got today. Saka gets his first touch. Stones. Maguire. Maguire, little slip into Bellingham there. Bellingham takes a hit there. Cease. Just not a lot in it, but it looks like a painful one. Bellingham gives a big shriek. He's up and running, the 19-year-old. 19. Excellent. Everybody, we're 5 minutes in, so guess who's on my screen? It is President Infantino. We get a shot of him 5 minutes into every single game, don't we? He's having a lovely time, President Infantino, isn't he? Deary me. And that's all the talk about FIFA done for. I wonder if we go into extra time, 5 minutes into extra time, we get to see the head of FIFA again. It's quite a lively press, which honestly might not be a bad thing. The Senegalese are really getting stuck into England playing out at the back. And look, sink or swim, I say. If they're going to press them, that might get the ball moving quickly and England look after it a bit more. Senegal, you can see, want this to be a bit more frenetic. England should be able to match them in that regard. Bellingham's been fouled again, and it's a free kick to the Three Lions. Referee telling Bellingham, less of the chit-chat. You got the decision. Diarra fouls him this time. Second foul already on Jude Bellingham this game. And I wonder if Harry Maguire is going to come up for this free kick. Remember, no Trippier, but Luke Shaw, very decent free kick service from his left foot. Maguire really tends to do well in the air for England, doesn't he? Henderson, the right footer then. He takes it short to Walker. Tried to change the angle. Oh, they've worked the free kick really well. Declan Rice half volleys it in. Maguire's underneath it and they get it clear. It's an excellent free kick from England right off the or right out of the playbook there. They've recycled. Here is Kane on the edge of the box. Mendy gets across. Looked like Rice fouled his man there. And yeah, England have used up one of their free kick routines. It worked. Taken short, and then Declan Rice ends up going into the box completely unmarked then. Clever one that. He just sliced the cross there. That was the issue. Chested it down nicely. Wonder whether he should have just headed it back. And yeah, just shins it across and dealt with there. Senegal now being pressed by the English, and Saka has won it. And then Saka was held back. Nothing given. Wonder if he'd thrown himself to the ground there, Saka, whether he could have got anything for that press. Yeah, we don't like to see people diving, but you wonder, don't you? You do wonder. Still ends up going to Maguire. Yeah, he's the magnet, isn't he, from corners and free kicks and that good stuff. England 0, Senegal 0. Possibly England edging it slightly. We're talking 53-47 or something like that if it is the case. It's not possession stat. That's me saying it's not a 50-50 game. It might just be going in England's favour now. Kane flicks on looking for Foden. Bellingham wins it down the left-hand side. Bellingham crosses left-footed. Oof. Well, if someone had been attacking that, we're going to recycle Saka to Walker to Rice, and it's back into the centre circle. Decent cross that. Kane had, as he tends to, come short. Have we got a flat ball? Let's have a look. Get rid of it, says the ref. Lovely cross that by Bellingham with the left foot. Not too convincing by Mendy, was it, in the goal? Throws himself at it. Didn't get a touch on it. That is maybe, though, where Raheem Sterling might have been a few metres forward or further forward than Bukayo Saka was there. Easy for me to say in his absence. An unfalsifiable argument, that is called. Never trust anyone who makes one of them, hey? Well, their choreography, the Senegalese fans, is a little bit better than ours. And a free kick taken by England. Maguire. Short to Foden. Kane, big switch out to Saka. Good ball. Saka gets it under. Inside from Walker. And Senegal back in shape. Will I be here tomorrow? Yes. It's going to be the 3 p.m. tomorrow, guys. I'm on parent duty for the later one. And it will be Japan, Croatia we'll be covering tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing the Japanese again, I have to say. It's Brazil and South Korea in the evening. So the two Asian heroes of the end of the group phase playing tomorrow, looking to get into the quarter finals. Stiff opposition. But hey, we thought the Asians would have been gone home already and they've been absolutely brilliant. So what is stiff opposition, really? Walker. Stones. Henderson. Walker. Walker into the channel. Saka's going to make something of it. Saka sticks a decent enough ball in there. It's a little bit speculative, kind of just putting it into an area. Kane was sort of in the middle, Foden arriving. England recycle Bellingham. Bellingham's got it back from Foden. Some big tackles going in on Bellingham, particularly, and Foden there. But all fair, says the referee, who today is Ivan Barton. All cross comes in left-footed from Kane again. Saka just not quite there. England are on top here, aren't they? Encouraging stuff from the Three Lions as we come up 12:20 on the clock. Lovely cross that from Kane. Look at that, absolute beaut. Right foot, left foot. What a cross that is, God. But he's the guy you want on the end of it, and he's the one sticking the cross in. England just a bit lacking the fox in the box there. Edouard Mendy did have a feel of his back then after that particular dive. Big header by Stones forward, and Senegal finally get back on the ball after a little bit of England pressure there. Dia, no foul on him. Kane, look at that strength. Excellent play from Kane. He's surely fouled there. Ref says advantage. Henderson down the line. Saka, strong defending there. Is the ref going to pull that back? I don't think he's going to pull it back for the free kick, but I think maybe there might be a yellow card coming in. Yeah, it's such a good bit of play by Kane to hold it up and dart in and out there. Wonder if he is pulling it back, whether we're going to see a yellow card for Diallo. No, doesn't look like it. And the Red Bull Leipzig, I think he's on loan there, centre half. Gets away with it. Got a feeling Japan might beat Croatia tomorrow. I'm not saying anything about the Japanese. They can beat anybody as far as I'm concerned. Get him in against France, eh? Senegal staying on the right side of the bookers. He could have booked one of them by now, couldn't he? But yeah, they have, haven't they? Senegal have conceded from a cross in all three games. Yeah, it looks like our boys are aware of that, Tom, doesn't it? The ball is, well, it's been put in there 3 times, I think, already. Bellingham, a defensive midfielder. Now, I think people conflate the terms, don't you? Playing a double pivot, that you're a defensive midfielder. But let's be fair, Bellingham wanted to be a defensive midfielder. He couldn't do everything, can't he? But not today. A little bit further advanced. For sure, poke through. Edouard Mendy has got it. England 0, Senegal 0. Decent start, I would say, from an England point of view. just that one worrying moment, that direct ball in between Stones and Maguire, and Boulaye Dia looked a handful, didn't he, when he got them on the turn? But if that's it, early balls up to the forward, and that's all there has been so far. I'm not saying that's all they're capable of here, Senegal. We know about Ndai's sort of dribbling and Sarr's really direct running. We'll see what they've got. Ndai looks like he's exclusively just pressing in this game. He's barely been on the ball, the Sheffield United man. It's a foul. They've got to be careful now. The ref's going to do that thing in a minute where he goes there. Persistent foul play. The next one gets booked. Diarra, again, there's a couple of them that, there was no attempt there on the ball. It was a hand on the shoulder pulling back Luke Shaw. So you've got to think the yellow's coming out soon in terms of this Senegal rain of fouls that have come in. Here's Shaw again. Rice, nice feet. Oh, Foden, lovely one around the corner. Shaw, a little dink inside. Kane, heavy first touch up in the air. Koulibaly, good header. Now we have a Senegal counter. Diarra finds Njai. Oh, they're like he had legs on Maguire there, but Maguire just a little bit too strong. Proper Sheffield United clash, that one. Maguire complaining to the linesman that Njai pulled his shirt. He did, but then Maguire also had a 6 of one, half dozen of the other, that one looked like to me. But maybe the first pull was from Njai, but then, Maguire wasn't completely innocent there, I don't think. Walker. Saka. Walker. Oh, heavy touch by Walker. He's better than that. Poor. And Njai again. Saka gets back, nicks it off him. 17-12 on the clock. Nil. Senegal just a good 90 seconds or so. Horrible ball there. Walker is so damn fast, though, that he's not going to let that one go out. Stones. England trying to build up from the back. Here comes the press again. Mendy chases down Henderson, who has to knock it back in to Stones, and it's out to Maguire. Let me know your thoughts, how this is going. Looked like England were building up ahead of steam up to about 15, didn't it? But Senegal, like I said, a good 90 seconds has turned into a good 2 minutes where they've been up the pitch. England's still got the possession, though, to be fair. 69%. The last stat I've got on possession in favour of the Three Lions. Stones to Walker at right back. Walker to Maguire. England just inching up the pitch here. Maguire. Foden. Shaw's actually ahead of Foden over on that left-hand side. Stones to Walker. Big booming dive from Walker. Foden asked to win it in the air, and Sabali didn't really engage with him, so chance went a little bit of begging there, and it's a throw-in now. Bellingham in the 50-50 with Diarra concedes that throw. Keep the comments coming, guys. Keep the likes coming. It's 0-0 here in the round of 16. England v Senegal. The winner gets to face France and Mbappe on Saturday night. Saturday night at the movies. Walker tries to slide that one down the line. Kane's going to chase, but it's going out for a goal kick. Jordan Henderson thinks it's a corner. Phil Foden thinks it's a corner. Lots of appealing going on. And now a corner has been given. Presumably, but yeah, it's the right decision, actually. I didn't see it. The officials did, though. Someone did and told the officials, you've got to give a corner there, lads. It's going to be Luke Shaw from the right-hand side with the left foot swinging it in. Declan Rice is just trying to get in the way and hopefully in the head of Edouard Mendy. As ever, keep your eyes on Harry Maguire. I beg your pardon, Foden's going to take it. And it comes from Foden. Ooh. Stones won it. Rice came backwards from inside the 6-yard box. Probably got in Stones' way there. Yeah, maybe less so than I thought. Well, I think he did actually, because it actually hit Stones on the shoulder there. Didn't even get a head on it. Encouraging, though, in terms of those set plays. And Dye getting many touches. Not really yet. No, seems to be doing more pressing, doesn't he? Hit his shoulder, yeah. So I take it back then, Liam. He must have just lost sight of it at the last minute with maybe Declan Rice running across his line of sight there. Sweeper keeper work there from Jordan Pickford. Ismaila Sarr, who's lightning quick, isn't he? Down the left, and Pickford has to come out and head that into the stand. Jacobs is going to take the throw-in from the left wing position. Jacobs, lovely little nutmeg there. Back to Sarr. Little give and go attempted. Declan Rice wins it. Lovely snap in the Senegal press, though, there. And Kyle Walker lumps that one clear into the centre circle, and England can get 10 metres up the pitch. Well, that's a giveaway by Maguire. In comes the cross. Oh, chance! Big chance for Ismaila Sarr. Goal kick has been given. So it went into Dia on the near post. And then Sarr tried to steal in. He's given a goal kick. So if it goes clean over, looks like he's onside Dia. Not sure Sarr would have been. Nonetheless, an opening there. Does hit John Stones' hand in there, but his arm. Think it bounces up off the thigh to the extent that he'll get away with that one. Sarr is appealing for the handball. Yeah, I don't think they'll give that one as a penalty. Often, are they checking? I think the refs just told someone to shut up there, which is I like that a lot. Yeah, I didn't think that would have been a harsh penalty. That one, wouldn't it? But oh god, what was the game we had the other day? The one for Argentina. Who were they playing? I can't even remember. A bit of a stiff VAR call on the handball there, wasn't it? Oh, sorry, it was a hand in the face. Beg your pardon. 8 lives left. Ropey penalty given to... Oh, I was happy with the Poland penalty, actually, I have to say. I thought that was all right. I thought the defender really lazy, wasn't it? Turned his back, arm, unnatural position. You just can't close down like that anymore, can you? That one didn't come off his body, though, like the John Stones one did. Just there. Stones to Maguire. We are halfway through the first half, 23 or 24 minutes on the clock as I speak. Keep your insights coming in the comments. Let me know how you see this playing out for the rest of the half. And the rest of the 90, in fact. It's really trying to get that early ball slid into Dia up top, aren't they? Nice and early. Get those centre halves turned. See if they can get any joy from it. Our lowest off flag is in a better position than the Welsh game. I haven't noticed any flags, to be honest. One of these setups here where the fans are a little bit back and then I don't know, metre and a half, maybe even 2 metres above pitch level anyway, even on the first row. So when the hard cam's in on the pitch, you don't see too much in terms of those England flags. Stones out to Walker. Senegal sort of waving their flag, so to speak, the last 10 minutes. Here comes Henderson. Saka. Rice. Shaw. Bellingham. Rice. Stones. Rice. It's all neat and tidy. Who's through the lines? There you go. Jude Bellingham is, and Bukayo Saka. Good football, England. Well played. Saka. Oh, Saka tries a clever little scoop there for Foden. And, I mean, he gives the ball away, but I'm all for it. I'd much rather see people trying creative little passes through than constantly recycle it. Ever considered playing a Football Manager game on YouTube? I have not. I don't know whether I'd be any good. I haven't played Football Manager for years. I used to be well addicted to that game, as you can imagine. Used to be well good at it as well, but I think it's a lot more complicated now than when I used to play it. Put it that way. 26-35, England 0, Senegal 0. Should we do some numbers? Let's stick with this. There's Harry Maguire. Hoofs that one away. So 69-31 on the possession in England's favour. Senegal got it on the XG, presumably from that Ismaila Sarr chance there, 0.39 to 0.09, 2 shots to 1. Not a lot in it, really, is there? USA all over again, negative. Well, I have to say, he's a blade, Jack Blade. The most negative thing is probably that comment rather than the game. We're only 27 minutes in. And, you know, feel your way in sometimes, see the direction of travel in the game. Negative, I just don't agree with. England are trying to progress the ball forward. They're trying to make chances. Have they yet? No. Does that mean they're not going to? No. But negative would be sitting back, which they're just totally not doing. Here is Foden, Bellingham, Maguire, Bellingham. Cross it goes to Stones and Henderson. Stones, big one into the channel. It's too big. Out it goes. Kyle Walker tries to head it back in, but already out. Is that El Hadj Diouf? There he is. Who had a brilliant World Cup. Which World Cup was he a star in, Diouf? 2002? Is that right? It took a long time for Netherlands to break these down. Yeah, absolutely. 2 teams on the pitch. Free kick then, Senegal. Saka and Mendy sledging away at each other. John Stones has been penalised for holding Iliman and Jay. Ref really wanted to make sure that free kick was taken from the right place. Very fast on the counter, yeah. Yeah, they've got some speed off the front there, particularly we know all about Sarr and Jai's dribbling. And more sort of power, really, from Dia up top. Here is Mendy. Inside it goes. Build up this by Senegal. And Jay. Good little spell this by the Africans. But good press there. Actually, Henderson's done well on the triggering the press, hasn't he? They have to go all the way back to the keeper. Little fight there between Njai and Shaw to get it, and Jai ends up coming out on top after the ball bounces back to him. Big Diag looking to get Sarr in against. Oh, that's poor from Saka. He's giving it away to Ismaila Sarr. Sarr to the edge of the box. Oh, Sarr, nice little slip through, looking for dear chance. Really big save that by Jordan Henderson. Best chance of the game there. Going to Senegal, and it's a great save by Henderson. It's poor from Saka initially, gives the ball straight to Sarr. Sarr does well, comes inside. Not quite tight enough there. John Stones tries to get the block on. That's a really good save with one hand. Not the greatest shot, was it? You can see he kicks it into the ground and it sort of bobbles away. But worrying moment there for England. And as the chat has said, the speed of Sarr, dangerous. Very, very dangerous. What a save. Surely handball. I mean, they would have checked it, wouldn't they? But still, Saka needs to wake up. Yeah, great save was indeed, wasn't it? Yeah. Fingers would have been pointed, wouldn't they, in Saka's direction if they had scored from that Senegal. The warning signs are there, aren't they? Here is Luke Shaw. Shaw to Kane. Kane just overruns that. Bounces up. Bellingham. Kane. Oh, really clever ball by Kane, looking for Saka. Big appeal, actually, in the box there. Saka just not quite able to get in front there. Really creative from Harry Kane to flip that into Bukayo Saka. And another foul. I would say for the last 5 minutes, I think Senegal have been the better side. Here is Jacobs. Diallo. Back to Edouard Mendy. Here is, never pronounces it. Nampalis Mendy. I don't know how to pronounce his Christian name. Dear me. Let's be honest, Kane has been a bit of a passenger. Really? Brilliant little flick in for Saka. He won that free kick with the lovely turn. There was the left-footed cross, wasn't there? I think Kane's playing pretty well. It's certainly not a passenger in my humble opinion. We need people running past him, though. But no, I don't agree. Passenger. It's a really good save, that, by Jordan Pickford. Just fortunately, it wasn't a clean shot. Although sometimes clean shots are the ones that get saved because you know exactly where they're going to go. Whereas bobbly, bouncy ones, you can't judge quite so well, can you? Oh, according to the wonderful world of Twitter. Right, okay. Kane is playing well, but it's in midfield, though. Well, that's not Harry Kane's fault, though, is it? If that's what he's been asked to do and others have been asked to run past him, it's on them to get past him. I think sometimes people get a bit confused. If Harry Kane was told to play on the last man and running behind, that's exactly what he'd be doing. So we will see. Here is Kane. Kane with the switch of play. Shaw to Foden. Foden slides in, wins the second ball. Back to Shaw. Here's Bellingham. Rice. Maguire. Stones. And Walker. 35-36 on the clock. Clip forward to Saka. Not a good ball by Walker. And the attack breaks down. Here is Sarr. Oh, Sarr's got round Walker now. Problems. That's going to be a yellow card, isn't it? He'd be lucky not to get a yellow for that, Kyle Walker. Sarr completely did him. I think the only reason Walker is not getting booked is because he's let a couple of Senegal ones go, hasn't he? Textbook yellow card, that, isn't it? It holds their hands up afterwards. Yes, Cisse's right, isn't he? He's going like that. It should be a yellow card, shouldn't it? There we go. That's presumably everything evened up if Walker does not get booked. Of course, Mark, I wasn't suggesting you were saying it was his fault. I was just sort of... A lot of people do, don't they? More often than not, when a fan, and I'm not saying Mark was doing that, is yelling at a player, for example, for not pressing a fullback, they've been told to not press the fullback. But the fan doesn't know that. Here is Njai. Senegal wasting a chance to get the free kick in the box. England should be able to push up now. Foden comes out and presses. Diatta. And Jai picks up a nice pocket there. Tries the return ball to Diatta. Not a good one there. Senegal scored from a set play against Ecuador. Was that the Koulibaly one? If we win, we have France next. We very, very much do. So, calmness is an important thing now. This is the bit where people get the jitters, where it's 0-0 and you conceded a chance or two. I mean, obviously the players will stay calm. But, oh, here comes Bellingham now. Bellingham up into the box. Bellingham puts it in. Henderson! England lead. Jude Bellingham into the box. Squares it for Jordan Henderson, who pretty much shuts up half of Twitter there by sliding in the opening goal. England 1, Senegal 0. 38 on the clock. Maybe a little bit against the run of play, but there we go. Just as I was saying, keep it calm. Then what happens? England take the lead. Jordan Henderson nicely up into the box. I don't want to be in the I told you so, but Jordan Henderson always really badly mischaractered, you know, as this guy who's just sitting in front of the back four doing nothing. He's been excellent, hasn't he? And he's got beyond Harry Kane there. We said we needed runners. Henderson, look at that, just guides it in left-footed. And England lead 1-0. Brilliant stuff from Bellingham as ever. And Henderson with the left foot calm as you like, as a lot of people are rapidly deleting tweets about Jordan Henderson as we speak. What happens when we move the ball quicker? Yep, absolutely. But they picked their spot, didn't they? And England lead. Great bunch of first touches. Agreed. Jordan, Bosch, score. Get in there. Boom, goal. Lovely goal. Lovely move. Beautiful stuff. England, maybe not in their best spell of the game, but they have taken the lead. Sarr getting into the box. They're trying to hold it up for the corner, and it's out for a goal kick. Fortunately, the calmest guy out of everybody looks to be Gareth Southgate, and he's the one making the decisions. And the decisions he's made so far mean England are on the verge of a quarter-final against France and Kylian Mbappe. Anyway, there is a long, long way to go here. Beautifully well-worked goal. Against the run. Yeah, I'd say for that little spell, it was against the run of play. I would say Senegal had just had their best spell. I was most worried, actually, probably a minute before we scored. England scored. Here is Saka. Saka down the right-hand side. Saka puts it in. Kane. Ooh, not a good finish that by Harry Kane. I'm sure the fingers are tapping on Twitter already after that one. Kane couldn't quite get his footing there, could he? Yeah, he should do better with that player of his calibre. England look dangerous here, don't they? Yeah, he just plants his foot too early, doesn't he? His left foot, and then has to kind of check, swings his right foot in there. Good chance for England there. Again, quickly down the right-hand side and getting Saka away. Henderson, lovely little lift into Kane. Oh, brilliant pass by Kane into Saka. Saka curls it in looking for Foden, and England looking very good for the last 2.5 minutes since the goal. Look at that for a pass by Kane. Oh, funny, just brilliant stuff. Unfortunately, again, Kane's the one making the play in the number 10 position. And when the cross comes in, it's Phil Foden in the box who's up ahead of him. I know every nation could do with a Thomas Muller type finisher from deep, but they really could run enough. I suppose that was Sterling's job, wasn't it? He's not around today. Right, my last comment, and missed the goal. Cracking move. What a chance. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Kane couldn't quite get over it. No, he could not. Kane is on the deck. No free kick. And, oh, horrible pass by Koulibaly. Now, big turnover. Oh, can they slide it in? Henderson's in there again. Henderson holds it up. Oh, he just ran it one. Sorry, excuse me. It was Luke Shaw. Ran it one step too far then. England are finishing the half really well. To be honest, Senegal look completely rattled since the goal. And England have cut them open 2-3 times now. And with my worst case scenario hat on, you'd really like to see England score again and make this 2, knowing the pressure will come in the second half if it stays at 1. Another one before half-time would be lovely. In comes the corner from Shaw, headed clear. Bellingham headed down. Saka surely got caught late there, didn't he? No foul given. Cleared. Saka is still down. Just going to have another look at this goal again in glorious slow motion. Lovely cross by Bellingham. And reminds me, if you flip the wing, of those 2 Dutch goals yesterday. Was it yesterday? The days are moving quickly. The cut back and the swept in finish. Brilliant stuff. Look at Bellingham and Henderson there celebrating. You love to see it. I'm sure Jordan Henderson would quite like Jude Bellingham to join him up at Liverpool, wouldn't he? But that's a conversation not for today. Walker goes all the way home to Jordan Pickford. Pickford knocks it in to Stones. Rice. Walker. Oh, lovely little flick by Walker. Look at Declan Rice. He's burst all the way down the right wing now. Declan Rice puts it across the box. Brilliant play by Rice there. The cross is cut out by Koulibaly. England have been superb since they scored. Really have absolutely been taking Senegal to school for the last 6 minutes or so. Rice, Stuart Pearce was making the point on a clip I saw on YouTube the other day that Rice, he's got that in his locker. He's obviously told to sit by his coaches, but brilliant drive down the right-hand side there. Foden, again, England don't really want the half to end, do they? Foden puts the corner in, obviously looking for Maguire, big header clear. Shaw does well to See that out for an England throw. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, beautiful. Well played. I have not heard the new Christmas Three Lions song. Loving this. England finish in the half very, very well, I have to say. We do admit that the goal came just after Senegal's best spell. But certainly, since that ball went in the net, England have really been at it, haven't they? Bellingham, Henderson, Kane. Foul on Kane, was it? Not given. That's a definite foul, though, by Bukayo Saka. He's trying to persuade the ref he took the ball when it was a completely blatant body check. Let's have a look at the one on Kane. We didn't see it. Definitely a foul by Saka. I think the yellow card will be out in the second half fairly early. He's been pretty lenient in this first half. I thought maybe Mendy in central midfield could have gone in the book earlier in the game, and Kyle Walker really got away with one on Sarr, didn't he, for a yellow card. Did Henderson score? He absolutely did. Koulibaly. Sabali. We are 46:40 on the clock. It's about 20 seconds of minimum remaining stoppage time. Saka hoiks that away. Nice chest down by Dia. Sarr beats Saka. He has looked dangerous, Ismaila Sarr, hasn't he? Jacobs down the left puts the cross in. It's right on the edge of the box. There is Bellingham. What a player. Nicks it away. Oh, Bellingham has burst through. That's brilliant from Bellingham. Foden. Kane is in. Kane is clear. 1v1. Harry Kane scores! England go 2-0 up just before half-time. Kane gets his goal. Bellingham, absolutely brilliant, driving from central midfield. England have been absolutely superb since going 1-0 up, and they deserve that second. England 2, Senegal 0. Oh, that is a big goal. Get your thoughts in the comments. Henderson and Kane really, really silencing a few doubters will never shut up, will they? But Jude Bellingham there. What a player. He picks it up about 6 meters outside his box, drives through central midfield. Then look at the pass. Foden first time. It's gorgeous. Kane, weight of the world on his shoulders. Nope. Smacks it in the corner. And England go 2-0 up. Woof. Big, big goal, that one. Kane's first of the tournament. He spoke about improving as the tournament went on. He's off and running. That was all Bellingham. It was very good by Bellingham. It was also a perfect ball by Foden and a lovely finish by Harry Kane. England played better on the counter. I think they've just been on the front foot dominating for the last 6 minutes. But when they moved that ball quickly, and that was a counter-attack goal, very, very good. Massive from Bellingham. Brilliant stuff by Bellingham. Blimey, that woke us up. Yes. 2-0. Get in there. Bosh. Teamwork makes the dream work. You love to see it. England 2. Senegal 0. Yeah, Jude Bellingham is 19. It's absurd how good he is. Bellingham won't get an assist for the second goal. He will for the first goal. But we all saw his key involvement there. Guys, get that chat filled up. Let us know how you are feeling about that. England are 2-0 up. Excellent, excellent stuff from the Three Lions. I would suggest up until about 15, England were the better side. Senegal came into it. Senegal did, just before England took the lead, actually have a very good spell, probably for 6 or 7 minutes, actually. And we saw that good save from Jordan Pickford, didn't we? But Jordan Henderson from Jude Bellingham's cutback, and then Harry Kane, Bellingham. pounded his way through the middle of the pitch onto Foden. Lovely first-time ball by Foden. And Harry Kane. There he was for 2-0. You love to see it. Get your comments in. I'm going to take a 2-minute comfort break here, but get that question in and fill up the chat. I will be right back very, very soon. It is England 2, Senegal 0. I promise I'll click on some different music this time. There we go. Back in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. It is England 2, Senegal 0. A highly satisfactory, well, better than that. Couldn't have hoped for much better. A 2-goal lead at halftime for England. Get your thoughts in. Tremendous end of the half. Gareth Southgate looks nice and calm. I'm sure Ian Wright wasn't nice and calm as those goals were going in, but England have, it's not been perfect, but to be 2-0 at halftime, absolutely nailed that. Yes, there were threats, weren't there? And there were the couple of chances that England gave up, that big save by Jordan Pickford. But when it came to crunch time and sticking the ball in the net, England did it twice. And England have Jude Bellingham as well, who was brilliant in the first game, wasn't he? Along with most of the team, was pretty rubbish in the second game, but he is back at it in the fourth game here, isn't he? Just outstanding from Bellingham to cut back with the left foot for the first goal. And the drive, I'm looking at Roy Keane talking now. That was Roy Keane-esque what Bellingham did for the second goal. It'll be interesting to see what. In he goes, wins it. Out of his feet, drives forward, too strong. They try and foul him. They can't get near him. Perfect pass. Foden straight on, and then Harry Kane. Look at that composure. Never in doubt. Bellingham, absolute star of a player. Brilliant stuff. Oh, I need to calm down. I'm excited. Pengatron, come on, England. Absolutely Wait till Guardiola gets hold of Bellingham. Well, I wouldn't object to Jude Bellingham working with Pep Guardiola, put it this way. I'm feeling great with the game so far. I know a few Scottish neighbours who will be furious. 0-0 save was a game changer. Yep, really important save by Pickford, but you want your keeper to stand up in those moments, make those saves, don't you? Half-time layer, brew for RJB. Bellingham or Mbappe, it's hard when you're talking about Mbappe. Obviously, Mbappe's done a lot. He has done a lot in his career and is, ahead of Jude Bellingham. But be nice to have him in the conversation, wouldn't it? And look, forget the comparison. He is our player, isn't he? And he's could be a star in the England team for just years to come. Couldn't he? Be good to see the live reactions in the box. I'm sure there was a camera on them. I'm sure there was. England-France next Saturday. Well, much work to do, but England know if they concede one goal or fewer in the second half, they are going through to the quarterfinals against France. Jude is some player, isn't he, Jess? Jude Bellingham, the star man in that half when it mattered, coming up with the real quality for both of those goals. We are going to see the box. There is Ian Wright. I think the second one will be a better reaction because Kane was clear through. Gary Neville loves it. Tremendous stuff. We all loved it, didn't we? Birmingham going to be counting the money in summer from Bellingham. Yeah, I mean, his value is going up and up and up and up. Dortmund will add another 10 million per assist. Right. Is it inevitable that Gareth goes to a back three against? I thought it was, Tom. I thought he definitely would, but no, it's not inevitable anymore. One thing Gareth is a pragmatist, and there will be a big part, I think, of Southgate's thinking that will be, look, I've done a back four every single game, and I might just want to keep this as it is. I would be heavily worried, though. We've still seen even just Ismaila Sarr in this game. I suppose Jacobs hasn't managed to get forward too much, but they have had trouble down that particular side. And obviously, Mbappe, Hernandez down that side for France. Well, maybe you would want the extra insurance, but I don't know. I don't think it is inevitable. There is a chance, I think, he stays with... well, he might even stay with exactly what he's played today, and bench options and extra time and all of that good stuff. You can then use Rashford or Maddison or, whoever, Phillips off the bench. Keep your questions coming in, guys. And dare I say, get your second half predictions in. How do you see this one panning out in the second half? It is England 2, Senegal 0 at half-time. England headed for another World Cup quarter final. Who was it in 2018? It was Sweden, wasn't it? Sweden in the quarters, Croatia in the semis, Colombia in the round of 16. Have I got that the right way round? I think I have. I think he'll go with a 3 with Walker almost man marking and Mbappe, Trippier. Yeah, maybe. What changes will England make? Well, I don't think they'll make any Vindaloo unless we concede until, say, the 60, 65 minute mark. In fact, why don't we bring the bench up and look at the options? The one thing that will give away the 3 at the back is if we finish this game with 3 at the back. If, for example, 20 minutes out, it goes to the 3 and we do see Trippier come in and Walker come inside, that will be the dead giveaway as well. In terms of, I think you might see, and this will get universally panned on Twitter, but it's probably the right thing to do. if we're 2 up with 15 to go, you'll probably see Bellingham come out and get wrapped up in cotton wool, and Mason Mount come in for him to finish out the game. Could do the same trick with Connor Cody. Could do the same trick with Calvin Phillips. So I think Calvin Phillips will come in for Jordan Henderson at some point as well. I'd like to see Marcus Rashford. He's got lots of confidence. And as has been discussed in the chat, you might see Trippier come in and them go to the back three at some point, just so it's been done in the tournament prior to the France game. I'm sure they've practiced it loads in training, but there you go. I predict Ben will do a backflip if Maguire scores an overhead kick. If I could do a backflip, I would. I'll probably just shout very loudly and be very surprised, but 4-0, that would be nice. Senegal are going to have to go for it. Could be a few either way. If Jude comes off, he says perfect chance to give Maddison some minutes. It would be a good chance to give Maddison some minutes. I'm just not sure Southgate will see it that way. I think he'll be, see the game out, get Henderson in who he trusts, Mount in who he trusts. Hope England CB and RB. I don't know what that means, Ryan. Henderson's running like he's on for 60. Yeah, that's a good point, Vindaloo. He's been pressing, and I'm a huge, probably quite biased actually when it comes to Calvin Phillips, because obviously seen him come through the Championship for Leeds, but I think you might well see Calvin Phillips at the hour mark come into that central midfield. First thing we're going to see, though, is a triple, whatever the right word is, substitution for Senegal. So Cease and Ndiaye of Sheffield United is out. And I missed the last name there. Someone will tell me in the chat. Gay, Dieng, and another Sarr are coming in. 26, 20, and 17. So have you got that up on the screen? Hang on, let me do that. So Gray of Marseille is coming in, as is Dieng. I think 20 of Marseille as well. Who else was coming in? I think it's Pape Sarr, wasn't it, of Spurs, who Harry Kane was asked about in the pre-game press conference. So Aliou Cisse is going for it. He has to. He's 2-0 down, and his country is going home from the World Cup if they don't do anything. Madison, Wilson, Gallagher, Cody, Good. Yeah, I could see. The good thing is we've got so many options. Feels a little bit different to previous years, doesn't it? Hopefully in a good way in terms of that strength in depth. Right, England 2, Senegal 0. Just don't concede 2 goals, England, and you are through. We have kicked off the second half. We'll give you a timestamp as soon as we can. Do, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button. See if you can get us a like spike on this here video. Really, really helps us out if you do hit that like button. We'll try and get you that timestamp ASAP. I'm on ITV1 HD on the dish. If you're on ITV Hub or on your smart TV, you might be a little bit behind. John Stones is not a little bit behind. He's 2-0 ahead, as are all of the England players. Goes long, flicked on by Foden. Right, we'll get you your timestamp if you want to get yourself synced up so you're watching at exactly the same time as me. We'll be at 46 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. As Luke Shaw comes and wins that back. I'm just going to wait before I do the teams again. They've updated it. Good. So we've got the Foot Mob subs are all sorted there. So for England, Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Bellingham, Rice, Henderson, Saka, Kane, and Foden. For the Senegalese, it is Mendy in goal, Sabali, Koulibaly, Diallo, and Jacobs. Cease has gone out. He's been replaced by Gay, 17 in midfield. Mendy is the partner there. 3 off the front, Ismaila Sarr, And Dai has come out for Dieng, and Diata has come out for Sarr. Papa Sarr says Sarr on either wing now, we think, with Dia, who's a bit of a handful up top. Keep those comments coming. England seem to get very nervous if things aren't going perfectly. England fans are even worse, aren't they? So many options and still not near. What, as in first 11? I think options-wise, we're certainly near squad-wise. Oh, here comes Kane into the box. Oh, Koulibaly gets it clear. So it's Henderson who put the cross in. Kane arriving. Just need a bit more pace on it, the cross there. Luke Shaw knocks that one back in to Maguire. Maguire into the channel. Here he goes again. Jude down the left wing. Bellingham. Just maybe a little bit of overconfidence there by Bellingham. Tried a little flip-flap inside and out. Gave the ball away in the end, but we love him. Given away by the Senegalese. John Stones has got it. They took Ndiaye off, which means I no longer care if England smash Senegal. There we go. Sheffield United fan, perchance, Tom. I didn't catch Bellingham's age. I don't know if anyone's got Jude Bellingham's age. I don't know if it's been mentioned today at any point. There is the dummy from Bellingham. Oh, nicely won by Saka. Kane on to Bellingham. Bellingham in the 10. Oh, Bellingham well marshalled there by Koulibaly. No foul. Here comes Senegal away. Koulibaly way up the pitch. In it goes to Gray. Good ball, that. Cross comes in from the right. Is he going to fall to a green shirt on the edge of the box? Yes, it is. Shot driven in. Think John Pickford had that one covered. Bouncy shot. Not the best hit, but yeah, England really narrow there and way out of position at left back, weren't they? Scuffy shot. It was never going to trouble Pickford, was it? Papa Sarr off the bench and bobbles that one wide. Luke Shaw. Maguire. England just looking to settle this half because you're going to get a wave, particularly from the Senegalese subs. So I wouldn't blame them for being fairly stoic for the next 5 minutes. But they're up the pitch. Oh, here goes Walker. Can he use that pace? Jacobs does well. Tries the knock around and run there. Rice. Kane. Tries to slide it through to Bukayo Saka. Here's Stones and he goes home to Pickford. Rice. England just resuming a bit of control now, which is good news if you're a Three Lions fan, which I am. Fed into Kane. Koulibaly gets there first. England a throw. If England win the World Cup, I think we should retire all the shirts and just start from number 27 in future, yeah? Get all these guys knighthoods, lifetime peerages, whatever. Sure. Bellingham kicking the hand or something there. There is Wilson, optimistically with his shirt just hung over the back of his seat on the bench there. Rashford, Grealish, Trippier. Give and go. Sure. Kane's got it. Oh, great ball by Kane. Reverse ball. Here's Bellingham now into the box again. Bellingham. Oh, Bellingham. Nice feet. Can't quite pick Foden out. It's also crowded. Need a switch of play here, don't they? Kane's done well. And Rice provides the switch after a fashion. Walker gets it out to Saka. Saka on the right-hand side now. Good from England. Saka. Walker. Henderson. Saka. Maguire. Shaw. Foden. Shaw. Maguire. Maguire just roughed off it there. Stones is going to have to help his man out there, and he knocks it back to Pickford. Don't really want to play the French, to be fair. Well, it's what it is now, isn't it? We've all seen what the bracket looks like potentially for the last 3 games if England are going to get to the final, and it's bloody hard. But hey, who said becoming world champions was easy? If you have forgotten, which I'm sure you haven't, if you just bring the bracket up briefly, Senegal on the ball at the back. So England would go through to a quarterfinal against France to face potentially, if I remove that ticker at the bottom there, Portugal, Spain, maybe one of those two, or Morocco or Switzerland. So it could literally be France, Spain or Portugal to get into the final, which may well be. Argentina or Brazil are looking the big nations, the familiar nations. Here comes Kane. Kane knocks it onto Saka. Saka driven wide. Saka hits the shot. It's going to be a corner, is it? Not given. Let's have a look. Just get a deflection. Pass. My eyesight ain't what it used to be. Great technical touch play by England has been decent, hasn't it? Spain here. Not a massive fan of Henderson, but he's been excellent. Yeah, it's been good. Indeed. Wales not sing now. We should just beat the Portuguese. Spanish will just pass us to death. Yeah. Although the Spanish did lose to the Japanese, didn't they? Rather play Spain and Portugal, more than Portugal, I think. Yeah. Small matter of France in the way if England do get through. Stones. Sure. Kane. Kane. Great ball out to Saka. Saka. Overlap here. Henderson. Henderson crosses in low, looking, I think, for Bellingham. Cleared away. Simon, the Spanish goalkeeper. He's good fun, isn't he? Loves to take 8 touches in his own 6-yard box whilst being pressed, doesn't he? He can do that against England if he wants. Kane. Kane drills the shot in. Oh, spilt by Mendy there. Ugh. We've seen those spin away and over the goal line, haven't we? Not great shot by Kane. Right down the middle of the goal. A little bit of swerve on it, and Mendy sort of dived past it, didn't he? And had to sort his hands out in the end. Gray. Dieng. Sarr. Jacobs getting forward. Back in with Sarr. Bellingham slides in. Shaw wins it back for England. Shaw down the line. Here's Kane again. Kane just tackled, but Foden gets away. Here's Foden down the left. Foden, great cross. Saka! Oh! Oh, Saka dinks it in. It is 3-0 to England. It's a brilliant finish by Bukayo Saka. Foden did so well down the left. He picked out the cross. Lovely finish. What is going on? England 3, Senegal 0. 57 on the clock. And dare I say, job done. What a performance by England. Saka, excellent. He gets on the score sheet again. So pleased for him. England are 3-0 up. Wow. Kane did well in the first instance. He got tackled. Look, Foden snaps onto it, springs past his man. Cross goes in early. Definitely onside. Saka, look at that finish. Dink. In it goes. England 3-0 up before the hour. And also, that is now 12 goals for the tournament. This is game 4. So the very negative and defensive handbrake on England are scoring 3 goals per game on average here. Southgate loves it. We love it. Steve Holland loves it. Those fans loves it. Everybody loves it. Another good team goal. Yeah, I'm sure Rashford wants on. Absolutely. Get those subs in. Game over. We hope. Go, 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 go. Well done, Wayne. You turned up at the right time, fella. 3-0 to England, who've just got to play with calmness and composure now. They don't need to bomb forward, do they? It'd be lovely to score another goal, wouldn't it? But keep it composed. And the quarter-final against France on Saturday at 7 p.m. is on. Is Rice. Kane. Outside to Walker. Walker puts the cross in, well blocked by Jacobs. Did you get that in the face or did you get it in the nether regions? Physics exam tomorrow in a company. You love it. Champions of Africa, you're having a laugh. Saka is now on 3 goals as well in terms of the top scorers, isn't he? Rashford, Grealish, Wilson and Phillips on. I'm sure we'll see, if not all of them, most of them. Throw-in goes in long. The Senegalese are going to get that one clear. Oh, I think Bellingham's going to get a yellow card for that, isn't he? So Barley's done him a favour by jumping straight up. Referee's been pretty lenient in this game. Don't think the yellow card's coming out. Completely swiped his legs away there, Jude Bellingham. But as I'm the first one always to say, not all contacts are foul, not all fouls are a yellow card, not all bad fouls are a red card, and let's all calm down. There will be a yellow card amnesty after the quarterfinals. So in terms of suspensions, someone would have to get booked now and then in the next game as well to miss the semi. Bellingham lucky there. Ref's been generous. He's been quite lenient. I thought Walker should have got a yellow card in the first half for holding back Sarr, and I thought who's the Leicester central midfielder? Mendy should have probably got one. Oh, Kane's done well. Kane pokes it through. Foden cuts inside. Oh, just got his angles wrong there. Phil Foden. Bellingham lucky there. Guess it comes to mind. Evening, Stephen. Welcome. You join us. Happy time. England are 3-0 up. I think. Well, Wayne, we'll talk about that when we get there. To be fair, if I was the French, come on. Imagine you were a French fan and you watched all the England highlights. You'd think they were good. You would, wouldn't you? I know as football fans, our glass is often worst case scenario half empty, isn't it? Going to see the Saka goal again. Mbappe red card. Might help. Yeah, might help, mightn't it? There's that beautifully judged finish by Saka. He knew what he was doing as that ball came across. He knew where the keeper was. He knew he was going to go first time, dink. And there's a lovely finish by the Arsenal superstar. Ismaila Sarr has hurt his knee, but very, very much doesn't want to be substituted. Jack Grealish is going to come on, presumably on the left wing where Phil Foden is playing. So I think Foden probably is going to be the first one to come out. We'll find out in a minute. Saka, Henderson. The tension just completely has dissipated from this game. As long as England stay composed, that is a very good thing. Keep that chat coming. Get Sarr off. He seemed very keen to continue, Mike, there, didn't he? Sure. Bellingham. Maguire. Stones. Stones up the wing. Saka with a bit of an extravagant air-high, neck-high ball there. And Jordan Henderson trying to control it has gone down holding his knee, which I do not like the look of. It was as he, do you know what? It was as he planted his right leg, his left knee gave him some grief. He's up and standing. I'd imagine Jordan Henderson's going to get wrapped up a little bit now. He'll probably get substituted too fairly soon. Rashford's coming on as well, so probably both the wingers are going to come off. Yeah, Saka, off he comes. I didn't actually think it was his best work today, but then he's made the difference with the goal, though, hasn't he? So brilliant stuff. Foden, very good player, isn't he? Grealish and Rashford coming in. And the two wide men for England switched over. Interesting to see which side they go. I think they both prefer coming in off the left, don't they, Grealish and Rashford? Big ovation from the Three Lions fans behind the goal for Foden and Saka. Free kick taken short. Walker, can you find Maguire? No, try to. Bench strength is right now. Bench is strong. I'll give you that. I will give you that. Doesn't look good. I hope he's okay. We just jarred it initially, but roll on. Borough v Luton, and then straight home for France v England. Yeah. Saturday plans being made. Foden did brilliantly for that goal. 2 assists for Phil Foden today, of course. Difference maker. In fact, I probably need to add Saka to the ticker there. We've got the golden boot stuff on there, haven't we? He's now on 3 for the tournament as well. Mbappe out on his own with 5. He's having a hell of a World Cup. A potential Ronaldo R9 total coming up for Saka. Mbappe. Rice waits and draws the foul there. Clever play by the England number 4. Knew that hit was coming. Got out of the way and took it like a man. Must have been allowed to say that in 2022. Oh, don't talk to me about Fleetwood, Liam, after Friday night. And another blooming late equaliser. Anyway, England are 3-0 up. Foul surely on Maguire there. Senegalese fans, understandably, have quietened down a little bit from their sort of joyous disposition in the first half. Walker, Maguire. Grealish trying to get his first touch. Yeah, so Grealish is playing down the left and Rashford down the right. Still not over Friday. Yeah. No. Late goal conceding therapy. Oh, dear. I'll tell you, the Ipswich one against Charlton being 4-2 up with 94 minutes gone and conceded 2 goals. That'll take some topping from anybody this season, I think. Still got 2 points per game though, so they shouldn't really grumble. Could have been many more though, couldn't it? Without them late goals. Oh, nice takedown out of the sky there by Deer. Long range shot comes in. Big block by Henderson, whose knee looks okay. Touch wood. Down the left now, Sarr comes. They've trebled up on him, actually. Sarr tries to put the cross in roof of the net. Not a good one. Not a good one. You can't concede a late equaliser if you're never in the lead. Fair point. Fair point. Rob Edwards' first game as Luton boss. Yeah, good luck to him. 69-12 on the clock. So 2 subs already made by England. We'll hopefully see Southgate look at Harry Kane and the central midfield with his last 3 subs. Imagine we'll probably see Callum Wilson at some point to give Kane a bit of a rest. And the people pointing out that Harry Kane hadn't scored a goal yet this tournament, they can give it a rest as well because he has scored now, fortunately. Mason Mount, maybe we might see for Jude Bellingham, maybe Calvin Phillips for Jordan Henderson, who's still going strong down the right-hand side here. Referee Henderson hits the deck, actually. Referee says, up you get. England just in shape now, allowing Senegal a little bit more possession. I say allowing, a bit arrogant. Senegal are having a bit more possession here. Here is Koulibaly. Sabali. Koulibaly. Mendy. Sarr. Papi Sarr. Sarr again, and it goes to the right wing. Sabali. Grealish has won it back. Lovely ball by Grealish inside. Oh. Clip of the heels on Declan Rice there. From Gay. Decent ref, this. Yeah, I think he's fussy, but he's the right side of it, isn't he? I think. I'm off for a kebab and cheesy chips. Very nice too. Another sub for the Senegalese. Dia, the big number 9, out. And there is Famara Jeju, who, if you watch the Championship, you'll have probably seen play for Bristol City over sort of 4 seasons, however long he was there. Come on, England. Damn right. They try to slide Sarr down the line. Out it goes. .72.05 on the clock. Jeju gets his first touch. Grealish in there. They've won it back. Give me a free kick to Senegal. Don't know who made the foul in the end. There was such a crowd of players. It was Luke Shaw. I thought he was going for his pocket initially, but yeah, this ref seems on it and determined not to give any yellow cards. Free kick then to Senegal. It's going to come in right-footed from Papi Sarr. Hits the shot. Ooh. Well, Jordan Pickford was fairly confident that was going wide. It didn't miss by much, did it? Pickford threw himself right across the goal. How much did that miss by? Oh, okay. It hit the back of the side netting rather than scooted just around the post, but he most definitely had that covered. Pickford. Slightly less enthusiastic Senegal dance now, but fair play to him. Keeping the singing going for their boys. Goal kick headed out England. Throw in 74.05 on the clock. Yeah, here he comes. Mason Mount. So probably, well, will it be Henderson or Bellingham? Phillips. Okay, it's going to be both of them. Phillips is coming in as well. So I'd imagine Rice stays in and Henderson and Bellingham come out and the central midfield gets a little bit of a pep up here, energy-wise. Bellingham and Henderson have probably both got a shout for man of the match, haven't they? Here's Grealish. Could tackle that. Falls to Rice, though. Rice out to the right wing. Rashford. Walker. Rice. Walker. Little clip over to Stones. He's going to head it back to Pickford, who can pick that up. Pickford hurls the ball out, left-handed, to Shaw. Kane. Kane has one left on him by Koulibaly. Bit of a naughty one, that one. And out comes the yellow card for the first time this game. I think Kane knew it was coming, so I don't think he's hurt, but it's a industrial one in the back there, right in front of Gareth Southgate. I think Koulibaly's frustration coming out there. Kane pops back up. As ever, the target of some treatment. Eric Dyer's getting ready to come on as well. Right. Out goes Jude Bellingham. What a performance in that first half. Mason Mount is in and Eric Dyer is coming in. I think I saw the number 5 there. I think Harry Maguire might be coming. John Stones, is coming out. So, interesting. Interesting substitution, that, because if you were going to play a back three, you might use Eric Dyer in the middle of it and play Walker at wing back. And as someone said in the chat earlier, go man to man on Mbappe and not have it be the right-sided centre back. Just have the wing back look after him. And then, of course, with Dyer, you've got the option that you can step forward and it can go to a back four. So that's an interesting one. We sort of assumed that Kyle Walker, if it is a back three, might be the third centre back with Trippier ahead of him. I don't know. Unless John Stones just needed a rest, and I'm reading way, way more into that than I need to. But you take my point, don't you? Proper coward's tackle, wasn't it? It was. The only good thing is that Kane knew it was coming, didn't he? Zlatko, vive la France. Yes. Let's hope nobody's saying that on Saturday at about 9 p.m. Henderson knocks it back. Is that 5 subs now for England? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So I was going to say Henderson looks like he's going to play the full 90, but we don't know yet. Rashford and Grealish have come in on the wings here. Mount has come in just to ease the burden of running with Bellingham stepping out. Eric Dyer is getting a go at centre back. Koulibaly. Big diag from him. That should be an easy winner in the air, shouldn't it, for Walker? Yep. Little header down there. It's too much on it for Rice, but slid in. There you go, Stephen. We love you guys that turn the commentary off and just have us on and the chat going. Brilliant stuff. I would have expected Wilson for Kane. That may still happen. 12 minutes to go and 1 sub remaining. I suppose you can't be too cautious. Sorry if you're hearing my phone bleeping down there. That lovely annoying sound. Mount, Rice, Grealish slaloming around. Sorry, let me just put my phone on flight mode. My bad. Oh, now here comes Rashford down the right. Rashford puts it in low. Kane. Oh, that was proper Shearer to Gascoigne stuff, wasn't it? Here is Grealish. Rice. Maguire. Walker. Rice. Dyer. Maguire. Dyer. England keeping hold of the ball. They have accrued 65% possession in this game thus far. So they've had the 3 Lions share. Oh, sorry. I'll take that back. Of the possession. Here comes Rashford down the right. Has to cut back. We are going to get one more substitute. Calvin Phillips is going to come on. So I think Harry Kane's going to play the full 90 by the look of it. And Jordan Henderson surely will come out for KP. Sorry, you tell me off when I use nicknames. Grealish always gets fouled, doesn't he? There's that cross from Rashford. Oof, so close there, Kane. ITV curse. What curse? Yeah, I mean. Curses, hey? Because you see, the thing is, we all know that curses aren't real. They're invented by football fans as a coping mechanism when they think something might go wrong, hey? But we try and let people have their fun and games with them. The problem is that football fans actually believe them a lot of the time, don't they? No matter how many times I explain why Manager of the Month is actually an outlier, high number of points, and of course it's going to drop off afterwards, people don't believe me. They would rather believe in voodoo and witchcraft, even when I've shown the numbers as well. Henderson is my man of the match. He's been tremendous, hasn't he? He's in the conversation. I suspect we'll get Bellingham coming out on top, but lovely to see after all the frankly disgraceful comments when Henderson was brought on as a sub in the USA game. Good to see him sticking it to many of those people with his goal there. Walker penalised for a foul on Sarr. Flatbed Mike from a truck stop in Virginia. From a town known in the Wheeling, West Virginia. There's a guy with a 6-gun in his banger to bang to pound. And the word spread. Billy the Kid. You mean it's not voodoo and witchcraft? No. We need something to blame it on. And there you go. Maybe it's just your team, Stephen. Hey, football fans don't like to do that, do they? Be quite a funny meme, that, wouldn't it? The things football fans will blame a defeat on, rather than their team. Pickford, 2 for the man of the match conversation. Yeah, he's been decent, hasn't he? Important save at 0-0, wasn't it, Vindaloo? Senegal having a nice bit of possession here, but England back in shape. Going to have to play through if they are going to get a goal back. Spread out wide to Sabali. He knocks it inside to Papi Sarr, Ismaila Sarr. A nice ball back out to the wing. In comes the cross. Dangerous. Headed over the bar by Ismaila Sarr. Not maybe his forte. That's very funny, isn't it? Manager curse, that's it. Can't be anything else. It might be a YouTuber's fault. I've been blamed for many events that I've had nothing to do with in my life by insecure football fans as a weird cope. But there you go. Bellingham man and the match. That's probably where I am. But hey, we'll see. In the next 4 or 5 minutes, we'll figure out who our man in the match is. Pickford smashes that goal kick all the way up to Harry Kane. Doesn't need to flick it on. Rashford's got it. Rashford cuts inside. Ball breaks and Koulibaly is going to hoof that clear. Nice winner by Maguire. Knocked on. Has Eric Dyer had a touch yet? I think he's going to get one now, is he, if Pickford goes short? No, absolutely not. England fairly sensibly just trying to be up the pitch. Pickford taking the goal kicks long now and trying to keep the ball in the other half, frankly. Simple as it may sound. Crazy to... Oh, someone's mentioned Bellingham's age now. Incredible, yeah. What a player. Flatbed Mike, what a legend. We'll drink to that, sir. 19, I think that might be US dollars, actually, if he was in Virginia, was he? Thank you so much, Mike. Very, very kind. You can contribute via Super Chat if you enjoy the show. Very, very kind. Normally at a house in LA. Oh, it's that Mike. Yes, great to hear from you. But now live takes me all over the USA. Fantastic stuff. And thank you so much for the support, Mike. Oh, nice switch of play. Bit of space now for Sabali, the right back. Shaw needs to get over, which he does. Grealish comes and helps as well. Oh, decent cross into the near post there. Maguire winner. Out it goes. I'm going to say something you'll hate in the chat now. England 3 minutes away from a clean sheet. 86:15 on the clock. Okay. 3.5 minutes by stoppage time. To be more accurate. Remember, if you haven't already, to hit like. You can support like Mike did via Super Chat. Come and join us on Patreon as well. You want to really tell me what you think, join Patreon and come and talk to us on one of the roundtables each month. All our roundtables are available to watch as well, and can't watch them live. You can watch them after the fact, but you can bung a question in for sure. Our pre-World Cup one is up. There we go. Look, we're back to curses now. It is Rice. Dyer. It's a touch. Whoop. Rice again. England just professionally now trying to see this one out. They're 3-0 up. Big clearance by Edouard Mendy. Good winner in the air there. But it's back with Dyer, Phillips, Walker. Walker holds on to it. Back to Phillips. They, of course, are teammates now this season. Kyle Walker and Calvin Phillips at Manchester City. Yes, do let me know if you are back, Mike. Yeah, you will have to take on the twin towers of Russ and Lee if you come on the round table, who are very fair, I have to say, and very good value, very entertaining. Foul on Sabali. So it's going to be France in the quarterfinals. We can all get scared about that when this game's finished. We just enjoy this game first. My 17-year-old thinks you're funny. All crossed in low. Oh, it's going to be cleared to the edge of the box. Winds up. Oh, dear. What a horrific shot there. First participation on a watch. Thank you. My comedy skills have been honed over many years. Not very well. And that sums up Senegal's day, doesn't it? Dreadful shot. Papi Sarr smashes it into the stand. If you host a Bloomfest, I'm there. We're definitely doing that if we win the World Cup, right? Would have liked to have seen how we would have coped against Mane. That would have been a good warm-up for Mbappe, wouldn't it? If we could have got past him. Mike, absolutely too kind. Thank you so much. Another one, $9.99. Thank you so much, Mike. Very, very kind indeed. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. 89.59, right, 90 minutes. How much stoppage time we get in? 4 minutes. Without being disrespectful, this was easy work in the end. They have made easy work of it. Bit the Luton game at Loftus Road. Yeah, talk to me about that. Here is Grealish. Grealish to Shaw. Is there a fourth goal in it for England here? Rashford at the back. Stick! Into the side netting. Ugh. Yeah, let us know about that, Mike. Although if it's a Saturday, I'll probably be working. Pretty close there, Rashford. We are 91 minutes down, 3 minutes minimum stoppage time, unless there is the craziest ending to any World Cup, or the most crazy ending to any World Cup game ever. England are going through to the quarterfinals to play France. Can they keep a clean sheet? They've just conceded a free kick. Mark, that is too kind, my friend. Great scene. Thank you, Ben. A few drinks on me. Keep up the good. You're very, very kind, Mark. Thank you so much, especially coming up for Christmas. We really, really do appreciate it. Shaylee and I, obviously, I don't get to see any of the super chats, do I? goes into the looking after Enid pot, doesn't it? But we really, really do appreciate your support. Thank you, Mark, Flatbed Mike as well. Thank you so much, guys. This will always be free here on YouTube, but we do appreciate your contributions for sure. 92 up, 2 minutes of minimum stoppage time remaining. Free kick. I think he's going to have a crack here, isn't he, Dieng? Or is he going to whip it to the back post? I think he's going to shoot. His body language tells me he's going to shoot. Here he comes, Dieng, into the wall. Out it goes, and that has killed another 30 seconds. Oh, wow, goodness me. Thank you so much, Mike. Really, really too kind. Really too kind. Thank you so much. Another $9.99 on the Super Chat. Appreciate you guys so much. Very, very kind. Going to be a corner to Senegal to finish this one out. Thank you guys for all your Super Chats, Mike and Mark. Their really kind contributions. 1 more minute. That's for all the crew. There you go. Thank you, everybody, then. Mike sorted you all out. Payday when England win. You should have been on it when Leeds got promoted. God, I think all their fans were drunk and thanking me for the season all at once, which was nice. Really nice gesture from our Leeds friends. Back in 2020, wasn't it? Pandemic promotion. Walker heads it back. No, he doesn't. It's going to be a corner. England having to defend a couple of set plays to end this one out. They really want the clean sheet, so nice focus required here. It's England 3, Senegal 0. No blot on the copybook in the last 2 games. Just got to defend this last one, which, of course, guess who gets first contact on that one? Harry Maguire. We've played all the minimum stoppage time now. And I think that's it. Well played, England. Get your man of the match in the chat. A really professional performance. Senegal looking good coming up to that first goal, but vitally timed. Jude Bellingham, who was tremendous for those first 2 goals, wasn't he? He cut it back. Jordan Henderson getting ahead of Harry Kane, like we'd spoken about. People needing to do that. Henderson, brilliant. Swept it in left-footed. And then Bellingham for the second goal. Just turned into Roy Keane for a minute, didn't he? And blasted down the middle of the pitch, put it on to Foden. Foden onto Harry Kane. Bang, 2-0. And it was Foden again, setting up Bukayo Saka. And they guys just delivered tonight. Obviously, a big week now planning for France. A big nervous week. But England have done their job without losing a game so far. They've scored 12 goals in 4 games as well. Players are scoring. The inside forwards, the wingers are looking good. Bellingham's looking great in midfield. Rice and Henderson, the boys at the back, are looking decent as well. But here comes Kylian Mbappe. So that's the challenge now. Maybe the hottest player in the world is going to be up against us on Saturday. Oof. Right, let's get your comments in, and then I am going to head inside. Thank you, Ian. France got no clean sheet like us. There you go. It's over. Bring on France. Thank you. Into the quarters. Excellent, England. Massive test to calm. Julian, thank you. Leia, thank you. Man of the match, Bellingham. Bellingham for Vindaloo. Yeah, Bellingham's the choice. Give us a shout, Mike. Again, if it's Saturday, though, I won't be around. I can tell you that ahead of time. Now, Henderson, man of the match, was excellent, wasn't he? Bellingham, man of the match, coming home. Foden was great. 2 assists for Foden today. Henderson, great. Come on, you ask. Mike, too much now. Thank you so much. Way too kind. Thank you so much for all your support, guys. Don't forget, in speaking of teamwork there, Helen, don't forget to hit like before you go, and hopefully we can pick up a few people watching the goal reactions and whatnot afterwards. Wow, impressive England. 3-0 and it's France in the quarterfinals. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It's an over and out from me.